The meaning of the movie author Orpheus for reading for minutes published 6.01. 2021 updated 6.01. 2021 The mini-series, The Queen's Move, or literally, Queen's Gambit, was released on the streaming platform Netflix in October 2020 and became the most popular series in the history of the platform, as over 62 million people watched it in the first month. The Queen's Walk was based on the novel of the same name by American science fiction writer Walter Tevis. The series was recognized with many awards for the excellent acting of Anya Taylor-Joy, who played Beth Harmon, as well as for the quality of the production and the work of the cameraman. The narrative center of the series is Beth Harmon, who at the age of 8 is involved in a terrible car accident because of her psychologically unhealthy mother who decided to commit suicide with her daughter. However, the girl survives, and she has to live in a Catholic orphanage, which has an atmosphere of traditionalism and stiffness. To top it all off, the orphanage girls are forced to take vitamins for body and mood, strong tranquilizers that cause addiction and hallucinations. On the advice of one of the girls, Beth does not take the pills during the day, but leaves them on at night to see a chessboard in the shadows of the trees on the ceiling. Young Beth can't find her place in the company of the children and the orphanage teachers. But one day she has to sponge in the basement, where she meets the janitor Shybel, who has been playing chess with himself. The heroine asks him to teach him this game, but he agrees only after much persuasion. Both Beth and Shybel are withdrawn and taciturn people, united only by their love of chess. The janitor discovers that Beth has a phenomenal talent. The girl, in turn, taking pills, every night on the shelf plays different variants of moves and chess combinations. As a result, the heroine beats all the chess players of the club at the local school. Later on, the girl is adopted and a whole new life begins for her. But her only passion remains chess. Participating in her first tournament in her life, Beth defeats even the Kentucky state champion Harry Beltic. The brilliant beginning became the basis for the development of the further career of the chess player. Beth defeats champion after champion, and eventually becomes the best chess player in the United States and enters the international level. The unattainable pinnacle of chess skill for Elizabeth Harmon is the Russian chess player Borgov. Having met him at the board in America and Paris, the heroine suffered 2 crushing defeats, which, along with alcohol and drug addiction, completely destabilized her. The last opportunity to beat the Grandmaster is a tournament in Moscow. The meaning of the ending of the series is revealed only when you appreciate the depth of the changes that have happened to the main character. At the beginning of the series, she was a self-seeking girl, not used to rejection and losing. She was self-taught and individualistic, overstepping people and their feelings. So she forgot about her first teacher Shybel, and it is only in the last series that she returns to the orphanage for his funeral, and discovers that he had collected all the newspaper clippings of Elizabeth's successes and kept the only picture of her in her letter. This causes her to reevaluate her relationships with people. The journey from individualism to togetherness is not only Beth's but, figuratively, all of America's. Solving the mystery of the Soviet chess player's success, Harmon's rival for the U.S. title, Benny Watts, realizes that the secret lies in their teamwork. In difficult situations they discuss ways out together. In Elizabeth's last game with Borgov, all the American champions unite and call the heroine to help her win. This gives Beth a second wind, and she defeats Borgov with flying colors. Without taking tranquilizers, Beth still sees a chessboard on the shelf. Spatial reasoning turns out to be her natural gift, not an effect of the tranquilizer. The series ends with the heroine, who is prophesied to have a brilliant future and even play chess with the President of America, getting out of her official car to walk through the park and play with Soviet old men. This gesture is made for a reason. The heroine chooses sincerity and freedom of choice rather than stiffness and bureaucracy. For the same reason, she refuses to make a statement about her religiosity or to say in an interview that she is proud to belong to the American nation. Thus, at the end of the series, the heroine transcends all conventions and her own selfishness, choosing sincerity and love towards others.